Thank you very much, Vivian, for all this information. As you mentioned, we have Tom Johnson with us today. In the past, we are trying to share some examples, some info, some knowledge about how to fundraise money for scouting, how to make the scouts' life easier because of the fundraising. And today, we asked Tom to share his personal experience because, yeah, maybe he just got a different point of view, or see what we do here from a different angle. But first of all, Tom, if you can tell us what you did this year and why you did it.
Well, thank you. You know, the reason I did it, made the donation, is that, you know, scouting has given to me, like all of us throughout our lives. And as we get older, I think we recognize the value of the principles and the discipline and the culture of scouting is needed more than ever before. My experience with European scouting really started in the UK with the Gilwell redevelopment, and it broadened to understand that that scouting in Europe is very vibrant, it's very strong, it's exciting, and there's still huge opportunities for growth. As I get older, my concern is not for the past generation, not only celebrating the last 100 years, but more importantly, laying the groundwork for the future for the next 100 years. It's not really important what happened in the past, it's what we do for the future. And my interest as an outsider, because I'm not European, but nevertheless, I'm part of that brotherhood and sisterhood of scouting across the globe with a lot of international experience in Europe and Asia, primarily. I wanted to step up and really help make sure that there was capital improvement to facilities where kids can be delighted and know that scouting's in good hands. And so I don't have the exact numbers of what the donation was. It was probably a little under 100,000. I don't remember for sure. But more importantly, when you talk about membership, it's not just what one person does. And I think it's about how it can grow. And my hope and dream for the ESF is to challenge all of us to go back and reconnect with those who haven't paid and ask them to recontinue and have a renewed vigor. COVID is going to go away. I can promise you that. I have a startup company that has a solution that eliminates it. It's going global in the end of December, and it will eliminate it in such a way that will be very profound globally. But my interest is to make sure then what it's taught us, this pandemic, is we are all one. It doesn't matter what color, what skin, what nationality, we are all one. And there's a lesson there as this world becomes smaller and the needs of sustainability, which is important. And that's the sustainability of the environment, and more importantly, of humanity's understanding of taking care of each other. So I will probably be issuing a challenge. I want to talk to the team, but I want to issue a challenge with the influence of the board to vigorously and healthily set very high goals for new membership. And when that happens, I will match every contribution, and I will. My goal is to create an endowment with the European Scout Foundation of over €1 million, and I'm willing and prepared to make that happen. What I can't do is understand all the nuances of everybody across all these great nations in Europe, and quite frankly, this country over here was made from those that were here before us, which we didn't do very well with, and those that came over. So as the BSA works to get themselves straightened out, and they will, there's a renewed vigor to do the right thing, to right size it, and to help get this painful lesson learned and over. The challenge is how we help others. And so my real desire is to make sure that the facilities are there, that the kids can see it, that they can enjoy it, but at the same time, create a healthy endowment that helps them put some sweat equity and some ownership into their own local scout council or local scout county, their own unit, and help grow the scouting. There's only one problem with scouting, and it was said by Will Rogers back in 1931. It's true then, it's true today. There's just not enough kids in scouting. And we, as stewards of scouting, need to make that happen. So my challenge is to help make that happen and listen to all of you to help create a pathway so that there's financial support to grow, not just grow the money, but grow the passion and tenacity and appreciation for what the scouting movement does. So that's really all I really wanted to say. And I'm sure later on we'll talk about things that we can do and we can help with here. It is the European Scout Foundation. We only get to be a small part of it, and we want to meet and help our friends across the pond to be able to use the support in their own countries and their own scouting organization as the needs to come about. So my decision this next year is to create a vigorous donation, and that number I haven't decided on yet. I've got to talk to Vivian and others, but I want it not to be seen as I want it to be seen as an investment in the foundation and the growth of the foundation. So that's all I really wanted to say. So thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, Tom. To be honest, I'm so excited of taking your challenge, but it needs to be the board decision, but it sounds so good. First of all, thank you for sharing your point of view, why and how you do it, because what you just said is super important. There is not enough scouts in scouting, definitely.
It's all up to you. It's all up to you on what you want to do, not me. And so the board needs to decide what they want to do and how it will work and what's the best way. I just want to be one small part of it, and that's it.
Yeah, but this is the common work of all friends of scouting. That's why we
Absolutely.
are to sharing, to learning from each other, to sharing good ideas and making a change, and definitely leaving this world a better place. So that's absolutely amazing. Thank you, Tom, for joining us from as you said, across the pond. Thank you for your speech, and